Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at Arklatex I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Monday morning forecast update. The heat will continue this week as the rain chance is pretty much drying up on us, so the heat will settle in. That's typically what you get this time of the year. You either get rain and temperatures that come in below 90 degrees, or you get sunshine and temperatures above 90, and it looks like we're kind of trending towards the temperatures above 90 this week. We actually do have a heat advisory that goes into effect in some areas right around noon today. Doesn't include everyone. We've had a front that rolled through overnight that did bring some of the rain, which will kind of turn the winds to the northeast, so it will drop the humidity a little bit here in the northern Arklatex, where it's still going to be a very hot day, don't get me wrong here, but where the heat index will likely top 105 this afternoon, portions of Texas and Louisiana, mainly south of Interstate 20, so heat advisory is just one of those common sense type things. Limit your time outside in those areas, kind of confine your outdoor activities to the morning, and if you do have to be out there this afternoon, make sure you're drinking plenty of water and taking frequent breaks in the air conditioning as well. Looking at the heat index numbers here as we go pick things up at noon here. So even by noon today, we're looking at the heat index likely triple digits across much of the region. Lower humidity here, and that's the reason we won't see the heat index numbers quite as high across the I-20 corridor, but not much of a difference between 102 and 105 really. It's just going to be very hot outside this afternoon. So this is where we're starting. Most of us in the low to mid 70s, and we do have a light north breeze kicking in behind the front. They had some severe thunderstorms late yesterday, early this morning, but those have since come to an end, and it looks like the chance of any rain going to be fairly low for most of us for the remainder of the day here, as this front will continue to push south into the Gulf. We've got high pressure building in, so that's what's steering that north wind in at the moment here, and temperatures this afternoon likely to settle into the mid 90s, but as we mentioned, with the high humidity, it will feel a little bit worse than that this afternoon. So here's a look at Robinson at Futurecast. I've left our forecast dry today, but it is showing maybe the potential to see a little isolated shower, maybe south of Interstate 20, but anything that pops up is going to drift south and away from us pretty quickly today, so that's why I've just left the forecast dry in most areas. In fact, may not see rain come back until we get closer to the weekend, and reason for that, we've got a system down in the Gulf of Mexico, so we'll play through again next week or so here. It's not showing much rain in the Arklatex, but what we are watching down here in the south end of the Gulf of Mexico, National Hurricane Center giving this development, or this spot, a chance of development about that 40% category this morning. So what that means, about a slight chance that we could see this become our next named tropical system, whether it's a tropical depression, tropical storm, and there's the spaghetti models there showing this system again, which would be the B store, which is actually Bill, should be Barry. Barry's showing up on the banner here, but if we do get a storm named here, it will be Bill. The forecast models do show it getting pulled up into the Gulf, and it may be close enough to send a little bit of rain in closer to Father's Day weekend, which is why I have those slight chances of rain in Saturday and Sunday. But again, something to keep an eye on, just depending on the track of that system. We'll either see those rain chances go up or down, but it doesn't look like that would affect us until maybe the weekend. So at least in the short term, looking at dry conditions, and again, if anything does develop in the Gulf, right now it doesn't look like it would be too strong, but we'll keep you updated here in the upcoming days.